wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode.
Holy carrot, this place is big! Where on earth is Daco's cabin? It's like a maze in here! Yowzy! Holy carrot!
Crash, are you all right?
Yeah, I'd know that anywhere. You okay, Chico? Look at that. A mappy. We are here. Good, jolly. And Daco is... there. Sweet.
Or you can take a shortcut.
Huh? Hey, what are you up to locked in here? We've been looking for you forever.
Oh, hope we didn't come at a bad time.
Don't mind us. Just keep right on sciencing.
As it happens, you are here at the perfect time, my invasive little friends. But don't touch anything. I am on the verge of an amazing discovery in the subject of genetics.
I don't understand at all. So it's not bad for a change?
It's genetics, which is the study of variability and inheritance. All right, why don't we take it from the top?
Each of us consists of tiny cells. These are the small bricks that make up our organism. They are so small they can only be seen using a microscope.
Oh.
When we grow up, the number of cells increases. By the way, parts of the body, muscles, skin, internal organs, have their own unique cells. These cells have different functions and properties.
But how do the cells know where to grow? Like, what if I ended up with leg cells instead of ear cells? Or something even worse?
Good question. To keep such mistakes from happening, wise nature invented a special molecule that has the blueprints of our body in it. DNA. There is such a molecule in every one of our cells. DNA molecules hold information about what grows where in all organisms. We inherit this molecule from our parents, which is why we have a lot in common. Everyone has their own unique DNA. So some grow horns, others spikes, and others big ears. Certain parts of the DNA called genes are responsible for every difference. There are over 30,000 genes in our DNA.
I never knew that I had so many special features.
You have them all right, and every single one of these features has its own gene. There are even genes that are responsible for our individual character traits.
Holy carrot! Can we add some genes that give us super awesome powers and stuff? Haha!
If someone had superpowers, they would come from their genetics, all right. But we haven't yet figured out how to create the gene for superpowers. However, we can cultivate plants that are cold weather resistant. We can also make plants that won't be eaten by bugs. Why, I've been working on something like this for Barry, in fact.
So you're able to alter a plant's genetics?
Yes, I am.
The science of genetics examines and changes genes. For example, we now have learned to change the genes of some plants. Such plants are called genetically modified. Scientists can make cold-proof tomatoes and radishes that bugs can't eat.
My experimental carrot, however, is not just cold resistant and insect proof, I've designed it with something more, something very special as a big surprise for Barry, so please don't tell. Come and look at it! Possibly the greatest achievement in the entire history of genetics! You might say that I put the gene in genius, or the genius in gene.
Or not.
Oh? But where is it? My greatest discovery! And it's gone!
What was your discovery anyway?
It was a game changer. I'd managed to speed up the rate at which cells divide, which means that my fruits and vegetables could be ready for cultivation in a single day's time. But my enhanced carrot prototype is gone.
Could, your super carrot have come to life, Doco? Do you think?
I'm pretty sure it could not. Why do you ask? This hat resembles berries, except of course it's upside down.
Doco?
You don't see that every day.
Well, spread my fertilizer. Where on earth is, well, everything? Hello?
Get out of my
We'll
way!
get a speed boost from the breeze if we turn left. No,
We
left.
need to turn right!
Left.
Right!
Left. Left.
What in the turnip is this?
Yow! Am I the only one that's noticed that Barry has put on a little bit of weight?
There is a small chance that this might be my genetically enhanced experimental carrot's fault. I'd managed to speed up the vegetable's growth rate so it can grow from seed to ripe in 24 hours. It seems Barry might have eaten my hyper carrot prototype. And the enhanced carrot growth genes somehow enhanced the bear's growth genes. Barry's cells are multiplying with awesome speed. So he grew a lot.
Is it possible to reverse the process and ungrow Barry to his normal size?
Well, I've not had much luck making the hyper carrots get smaller, but every once in a while it actually has worked. I'm sure that the process will be a complete success in Hyper Barry's case.
Well, try it already before this bear needs his own postal code.
I think I'm going to need a bigger lab.
Hey, clouds, back off already. I can't stand it when my fur gets all wet.
Hey, Barry! Can you hear me? Barry!
This is useless! We need to get closer to one of his gigundo ears!
There's something very wrong here. Where am I? Where's everybody else?
Smell that bare head mountain air! We're the first explorers ever to be here!
A crash? Perhaps not.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna start a colony up here called Crashtralia. Let's go spelunking in a big bear ear. Not good. Chico? Are you here?
Feels like something flew into my eye.
No! Oh!
Barry! Freeze!
Crash? Where are you?
Don't turn around! Don't move a single muscle!
Am I on one of those hidden camera deal things?
Barry! This is not a prank show! Something huge has happened to you! Literally! Let me explain! And then you almost stepped on him like... "Ah!"
Yeah, that's it. One more. All right.
He's alive? Good. Cool. Cool. Good.
You just aren't thinking clearly, my friend. All the findings from my experiment should be published.
And I would rather not live in the land of the giants, thank you very much. In the interest of public safety, frost-proof tomatoes are where we should draw the line.
But things turned out all right. Take a look.
This time everything turned out all right, but that was luck, not science.
Ooh, got him.
I had no idea that hedgehogs could be so brave.
I'm strong and handsome as well. Guess I've got great genes, right? No! I've become a ghost! Oh dear.
I know you've all noticed our society is feeling a little less colorful. I'd say not to panic, but frankly, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, it's under control, but here, Daco can tell you his theory. Daco, go ahead. Surely there's some scientific reason for our pallor.
My theory is a virus has infected everyone in our town. A virus that attacks melanin.
Okay. But I don't eat melons.
Melanin isn't something you eat. All our cells have DNA, which influences what we look like. DNA are like a set of instructions for every living thing. Our eyes, features, and even our skin color are all determined by these tiny little molecules inside us. And one of these things that determines our appearance is melanin. Melanin is a pigment that gives us color and protects us from the sun. It's found in the hair, skin, and fur of almost every animal. If we don't have any melanin, we're at the mercy of the sun's radiation. Without this gene, we all turn white.
Why are you talking about genes? How are clothes going to help us?
Since you mention it, I suggest you put these on. Every part of ourselves is more sensitive to the sun without melanin.
One more thing! We have a plan, so no need to panic. While we enjoy looking like ghosts, Daco is going to head over to his laboratory and mix up a cure to return us to our old colorful selves. Get it?
That's right. I'll find it in no time at all.
Do you need any lab assistance? I really need this cure, Daco.
I guess it couldn't hurt.
Then I'll offer my help.
Thank you, Rosa. Any bit helps.
We can't even go on a walk, since the sun will apparently bake us alive. Chico, we can play with trains without going outside.
In a bit. Something weird's going on.
Hey, man, don't insult my train set. Chugga-chugga-choo-choo, chugga-choo-choo-choo.
I meant with this virus. There has to be some reason it attacked us. Well, maybe it's something we did.
I caught a virus once after I found a bunch of food on the ground. Still don't know why I got sick. Happens for no reason.
No, you got sick because you're just gross. There's a scientific reason here.
Oh. Hey, you know what we need? A giant spoon, so for Halloween, we can dress up as vanilla ice cream.
The scientific discipline we'll be using today is known as biotechnology. It means we'll be manipulating or changing things at the molecular level. Everything has molecules in it, including cheese sandwiches. DNA molecules are what make up our bodies, so we need to get on their level to understand them. Every living thing consists of proteins. These proteins are projected by our DNA, kind of like a million architects designing one big house.
Protein like in an energy bar?
Not quite. Every gene works tirelessly to write the genetic makeup that makes us, us. They each create a totally unique protein and send tens of thousands of them as instructions. Our job today is to find the gene that caused us to lose our melanin and figure out why this guy decided to stop working. Sometimes in science, you need to find unusual solutions to unusual problems. And with this problem, my idea is to use the virus.
The virus? But I thought viruses were bad. Aren't they?
That's true, my white woolen friend. But we can create an artificial virus that will do exactly what we tell it to do. Let's get working! There's much to be done! Also, nobody touch anything. Viruses can get pretty dangerous and create something scary.
Hey, why are you going out in the middle of the day? You'll get burned.
It's all too weird. We should go and investigate.
Ah, you're lucky I brought my detective hat.
Where did that come from, anyway?
Viruses are actually very interesting. When a virus is inside a body, it isn't able to move by itself. However, they sneak into a cell and take over like a parasite. Look closely. I'm sorry, Vegetable, you're a test subject. When the virus enters a cell, it immediately releases its own DNA out to do its dirty work. The virus DNA takes over the job of the regular DNA and starts creating more messed up virus DNA. These new viruses multiply and stick to other cells. It keeps going on and on. Eventually, the organism's original DNA has been completely changed.
So what are you saying? That we just gave this poor radish an illness?
No, I'm still gonna eat it, but we used an artificial virus. This practice, known as synthetic virology, will release just the right protein we need. These new, good little proteins will go over and help all the damaged cells. And then, if all goes well, they repair the damaged cells.
Wow, a brilliant concept. In fact, I'll volunteer to take the first test of the new and...
Well, this is why we call them experiments. And this is why I always buy organic vegetables.
You want to know what I think? This was caused by an excess of sugar. That's why we look like sugar cubes or sugar spheres.
This is all just a hoax. Not our fault. I don't think this is Riki caused. It's just natural code changes. While they fiddle with cells, I've got a practical solution. Roll in waterproof paint. I'll look just like my old self. Too bad I only have one shade.
Quick, squash it!
I've got a story that might help us. A long time ago, I knew an elephant. When I was just a young fledgling, I traveled the world and saw exotic places. But this elephant I met was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
When I was...
Yes, she was all that in a bag of peanuts. But her most distinguishing feature was she was completely white. These white elephants had a specific term for their coloration, albino. It comes from the Latin word albus, meaning white. I never thought it was contagious.
But why would it start now? I'll need this for evidence.
Well, that's quite a good question. Maybe my immune system fought it off for years. You know, because I'm so strong and powerful and all that. But maybe after years of fighting off the disease, I've finally succumbed. And my negligence has turned everyone albino.
Holy carrots! Now if the whole world turns albino, it'll be your fault!
I have great news! We have finally managed to find the cure, and we'll be back in no time.
If anyone asks about the radish, we'll just say that it's a new species.
Now, before we release this, we will say the results were a bit unexpected.
What on earth?
It's gorgeous.
It'll be purple?
Everyone, tell me, which one of you would like to go first and try this miraculous color vaccine?
Let me try this crazy stuff. Still think it's a hoax. Yeah, I'm back! Me next! Me next!
I knew it wasn't a hoax all along.
Well, at least I got to wear my detective hat today.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Now,
much
wait
cuter
a second.
pink.
There's one full syringe left. Excuse me, who didn't get one yet?
Oh, yeah! Look, Chico's not here. Chico! There you are! Daco used his science stuff to find the antidote.
Look!
Why do these things always happen?
Buddy?
Is there some sort
Hello?
of meaning to any of it? I wonder if we... Oh!
Who cares? You'll be purple soon.
So I thought melons? Why is he talking about melons?
Man, I can't believe I forgot to add color to the animation. It's almost like you went to art school for nothing. Yeah, well, I think my talents would be better put to use on the script.
Yeah, it really needs work. But we've got more episodes to do.
Who came up with that virus idea?
Some new guy. Anyway, we should probably keep an eye on Chico. It seems he might be,
Whatever.
catching on.
Shh.
Did you just hear something?
Yeah, myself.
It was nothing. Never mind.
Wow, look at that. The fertilizer worked.
Holy carrots! This thing's a world record!
Incredible, Barry! Your pumpkin's a thing of wonder! Just imagine all the pies you could make from this giant vegetable!
Not if they eat it all up.
Who?
The caterpillars are real bad this year. I can't cut my pumpkin yet. It's still green. But they don't care. They'll gobble it up anyway.
We'll see about that! I'll give these caterpillars the old 1-2! I'll knock their antennas off!
Caterpillars don't have antennae, and we should never resort to violence. They just want to eat like the rest of us.
Ha! I bet I can take care of these bugs faster than you can.
I think not.
You're on! right, soldiers. Our mission is to protect Barry's giant pumpkin from hungry invaders. We must wage an all-out war on these caterpillars with force. Got it?
Roger.
Thanks for your help. I just want to prove to Crash that calm, careful planning can sometimes be more effective than sheer force when trying to solve a problem.
Hey, who is that?
When the enemy insects advance from these trees, always listen to our greatest warrior, me. And when the bugs come our way, I'll be waiting at Fort Pumpkin. Wally, you're our first line of defense. We'll put you here.
Right.
Now, after the massive caterpillar army tramples you down...
Hang on. Tramples me down? I thought we had the advantage.
This is war, soldier, and we are outnumbered. I'll be on the pumpkin, cheering you on through your violent battle. Just take out those insects. We honor your sacrifice.
Have we considered a different plan? Maybe, diplomacy?
I don't need a diploma to tell me that that kind of talk is for the losing side. I have a degree in winning battles.
Are our supplies military grade?
Military grade? My military grade is A+. And you'll both be getting grades also.
Ooh. How's this? We build a moat all around and fill it up with water.
It might flood the pumpkin's root system, and we're dealing with winged insects that could fly over the moat anyway.
How about a giant explosion? Just a thought.
How would that help the pumpkin?
With a giant explosion, there may not be a pumpkin anymore, but there won't be insects.
Once Wally's down, Chico goes in and attacks the bugs with everything he's got until they're gone. Got it? Perfect. Once most of the enemy has been taken care of, if there are any survivors, I'll bravely go in and finish off the last of them. There's a 100% chance this will work about 50% right. Sound good?
Why don't we just hide the pumpkin or something? You know, put a disguise on it.
Wait a second! You're right! The bugs can't eat what they can't see! An invisible pumpkin! Then I'll win my bet. I mean, we'll help Barry, of course.
That's impossible. How will that work?
Nothing's impossible. If it hasn't been done yet, we can be the first! And for this task, I think we'll use a little thing called molecular self-assembly. With it, we can make almost any material.
Molecular self-assembly just means the ability of molecules to attach to each other without any help from outside forces. Everything in the universe is attracted to each other because of gravity. But planets don't crash into each other because they're too heavy. The smaller the object is, the greater their ability to stick to each other. Okay, even smaller than apples, smaller than seeds. Now we're getting somewhere. If two tiny particles meet, they'll stick to each other like glue. This happens on a huge scale with lots of particles meeting each other every second. Did you know that's how dust forms? Imagine something 1,000 times smaller than dust. That's what nanotechnology works with. Nanoparticles stick to each other really, really well and make structures. They're so good at sticking to each other because of that thing we talked about earlier, self-assembly. If we could learn to harness that power, we could create almost anything. For example, we can make rubber for boots. We can make iron for horseshoes. We can even make magnets. And plastic for toys. Now, imagine being able to combine all the best traits of these different materials to make something entirely new. Materials that don't exist in nature are called metamaterials, and they can be super cool.
What does that have to do with invisibility?
I've got something in mind, my fine Antarctic friend.
they come.
We know that invisibility's not real, except in your point, which I can't see.
With science, anything is possible. And look here, our pumpkin saver!
Light is the reason we can see everything around us. Rays fall onto an object and bounce back into our eyes. That's how we see things in our minds. The reason it's hard to see when it's dark is that there's nothing to bounce off the objects. No light source, no information. And poor Crash will have to stumble around in the dark to find his snack. If we could create a material that doesn't let any light bounce off and doesn't change the light's direction, it would be invisible. Something like that doesn't exist yet, but with metamaterials, it just might one day.
And that's exactly what we're going to need today.
Oh, hey, Bugs. You're looking a little bit flushed. Oh, no.
Oh, holy carrots!
Incredible!
I want to see what it looks like. Hey, all I see is dark. Hello?
That makes sense. Light is passing around you, so you can't see anything.
How weird. What good is it for spying then? Disappointing.
It's not for spying. We have to save Barry's pumpkin. Remember where you put this thing, or we'll lose it.
Do you feel lucky, Bugs? Well, do ya? I had it under control. Why would you take me from the battlefield at the crucial moment? Now that pumpkin is a goner.
Oh, is that what you think? Look for yourself, soldier. Go on and see.
I have guessed. Unfortunately, looks like you're all out of luck. You're too late. I ate it all.
How? Where did you move it?
Military secrets?
Scientific secrets.
Oh.